Good afternoon, shareholders. I am Rajiv Chandan, General Counsel and Company Secretary of Tata Chemicals Limited. I welcome all of you to the 83rd Annual General Meeting of the company. We are holding this AGM through video conference in compliance with all applicable laws. Since there is no physical attendance of the members, the requirement of appointing proxies not applicable. The registers as required under the Companies Act 2013 are available for inspection. As you are aware, the Companies Act 2013 and SEBI listing regulations requires the company to provide electronic voting facility to the shareholders. Accordingly, we have provided to all our shareholders the facility to cast their vote through remote electronic voting system administered by NSDL. The e-voting facility is also provided to the shareholders present at the meeting who have not yet voted. Shareholders may please go to the voting page of NSDL e-voting website and cast their vote while the proceedings of the meeting are on. Since the AGM is being held through video conference and the resolutions have already been put to vote through remote e-voting, there will be no proposing and seconding of the resolutions. Mr. P.N. Parikh of Messrs. Parikh and Associates, practicing company secretaries, have been appointed as scrutinizer for this meeting. This being the third virtual AGM, most of you would be familiar with the participating in the AGM through video conference. However, for the benefit of first-time participants, I would briefly explain certain technical aspects of the process. All members who have joined this meeting are by default placed on mute mode by the host to avoid any disturbance arising from the background noise. Once we commence the Q&A session, the chairman will sequentially announce the name of the shareholders who have expressed their desire to speak at this meeting. When the chairman calls the name, the host will unmute you. Please click on the video on icon only once and wait till the video is on. In case you are unable to join through video for any reason, you can start speaking through audio mode. We would request the shareholder to be slow and loud while asking their questions so that we can hear them clearly and capture their questions correctly. We would request the shareholders to be brief and limit their speech to 3 minutes since we have a large number of shareholders who have registered for speaking today. In case any of the registered speakers are unable to join or speak due to technical reasons or query raised by them during the meeting have remained unanswered, they may send their request in writing to the company secretary. With this, I would request the chairman to take over and conduct the proceedings. Thank you.
Good afternoon, shareholders. I hope you and your family members are safe and in good health. I welcome you all to the 83rd Annual General Meeting of the company. As the requisite quorum is present, I now call the meeting to order. Before I start with the proceedings, I would like to request all directors who are on video conference to introduce themselves. Vibha Paul Rishi.
Hi, I'm Vibha Paul Rishi. I'm an independent director and I am the chairperson of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee. I hope everyone is safe and well.
Mr. Padmanabhan.
Good afternoon, shareholders. I am Padmanabhan. I am attending this AGM from Mumbai. I serve as a non-executive, non-independent director on the board and also chair the Corporate Social Responsibility Committee of the company. Thank you.
Ms. Padmini Keikar.
Good afternoon, shareholders. I am Padmini Khare Kaikar. I am attending this AGM from my office in Mumbai. I serve as an independent director on the board of your company, and I also chair the audit committee of the company. Thank you.
Dr. Nataraj. You are on mute.
I thought it was automatically unmuted. My apologies. Good afternoon, shareholders. My name is Nataraj. I'm an independent director on this company, and I've joined this meeting from Bangalore. I also serve as the chair of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee. Thank you.
Mr. Anand.
Good afternoon, shareholders. I am KBS Anand. I am attending this AGM from my residence in Mumbai. I serve as an independent director on the board of your company and also chair the risk management committee of the company. Stay safe and thank you.
Mr. Rajiv Dubey.
Good afternoon, shareholders. I'm Rajiv Dubey. I'm attending this AGM from my residence at Mumbai. I serve as an independent director on the board of your company and also chair the Safety, Health, Environment and Sustainability Committee of the company. I hope you're all safe. Thank you.
Mr. Zarir Langrana.
Good afternoon and welcome shareholders. I'm Zarir Langrana, the Executive Director of your company, attending this AGM from Mumbai. I do hope you all are all safe and in good health. Thank you.
Thank you all. With me present here are Mr. Mukundan, Managing Director and CEO, Mr. Nandakumar Thirumalai, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Rajiv Chandan, General Counsel and the Company Secretary. We also have our leadership team members attending this meeting through video conference. I'm also happy to say our union representatives from the Tata Chemicals Mazdoor Sangh Mitapur are also attending this meeting from Mitapur on a webcast. We value their continuing support and contribution for excellent industrial harmony at the company's establishments. Representatives of BSR and Company LLP statutory auditors, Warwick and Associates secretarial auditors, and DC Dave and Co. cost auditors are also attending the meeting through video conference. In line with relevant circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and the Securities and Exchange Board of India, we are, for the third consecutive year, holding the AGM through video conference. A live streaming of this meeting is also being webcast on NSDL's website. The company has taken the requisite steps to enable members to participate and vote on the items being considered at this AGM. The company has received 7 authorized representations along with board resolutions from corporate shareholders appointing and authorizing representatives under Section 113 of the Companies Act 2013 in respect of 9,67,48,903 equity shares representing 37.98% of the paid up equity share capital. Members who have not voted earlier through remote e-voting can cast their vote during the course of this meeting through the e-voting facility. Since the notice is already circulated to the members, I take the notice convening the meeting as received and read. There are no qualifications in the reports of the statutory and secretarial auditors. Let me make some brief remarks. At the start of the year, the world economic situation looked much more promising, with an anticipation of a high growth and a high inflation economy globally. The Russia-Ukraine crisis has imparted a stagflationary impulse. This has resulted in a dent in the global growth while furthering increasing inflation. We are also currently facing supply chain shocks from higher oil prices, semiconductor shortages, and a few other commodities. As a result of many of these macroeconomic factors, the global economy is expected to face a low growth, high inflation period ahead of us. The global GDP is expected to grow at a slower pace of 3.4% in 2022, which is almost 100 bips drop from the earlier estimate. However, India is in a very strong position and is slated to be the fastest growing economy in the coming year. The chemical industry, in particular, has recovered well from the impact of COVID-19, and the demand has been rising, and it is expected to progressively grow through the fiscal year 2022-2023. The chemical industry and the demand for the products that your company makes is seeing excellent growth, and also we are seeing a resultant price hike that is stabilizing at a higher level as the year has been progressing. Coming to the last year's performance, the company has posted a good operating performance for the year FY 21-22. Indian domestic operations performed well, aided by improved market conditions and operational efficiencies. US and Kenya operations also benefited from demand recovery. The company recorded a revenue of 12,622 crores, which is an increase of 24% on account of higher soda ash volumes. EBITDA was 2,305 crores, which was an increase of 54%, primarily due to robust volume recovery across the products after the COVID, but also assisted by a favorable demand situation in the soda ash industry. The profit before tax stood at rupees 1,667 crore, up 163% due to higher EBITDA, and the profit after tax was rupees 1,258 crore, which was an increase of 391% over the previous year. The company also generated a very strong cash. The operating cash flow was rupees 1,644 crore. The company's net debt stood at rupees 4,390 crore, which reflected a debt to EBITDA ratio of less than 2 times. The consolidated cash and cash equivalents of the company was rupees 2,635 crores. On the standalone basis, the revenue was rupees 3,721 crore, which was a 24% increase over the previous year. EBITDA was rupees 951 crore, an increase of 56%. The PBT was 988 crores, which was 61% up from the previous year, and the profit after tax was 802 crores, up 67%. Cash generated was healthy at rupees 582 crores. The standalone cash and cash equivalents in the standalone company was 1,606 crores. In line with the company's dividend policy and based on a strong performance, the directors have recommended a dividend of 125%, which is 12.5 rupees per share. The basic chemistry business comprising soda ash, bicarb, and salt will scale up further with the addition of capacities in India at a planned investment of rupees 5,000 crores. And the company is also focused on sustainability, and we are leveraging the whole sustainability movement to increasingly focus on green chemistry, embracing circularity, carbon reduction, and biodiversity. The company is committed to a science-based target initiative with the goal of reducing its carbon emissions by 30% by 2030. Our newly commissioned carbon capture and utilization facility in the UK is one such flagship project executed in our efforts in this direction. In conclusion, the company's focus remains to grow the key products and scale up substantially and deleverage all the debt in the international operations and accelerate the commitment towards sustainability by adopting green chemistry. With these comments, I would like to thank you all shareholders for your support and also give my appreciation to the management and all the employees of the company. Now, I would request the Managing Director, Mukundan, to make a brief presentation.
Thank you, Chairman. Greetings to all shareholders and colleagues. I hope you and your families are safe and healthy. As highlighted by Chairman, we are happy to report good set of numbers with volume back to pre-COVID levels. This improvement in volumes led to revenue growth and also improvement in profitability. As you can see, the volume recovery was in soda ash by 21%. Also, the specialty businesses grew at 54 and 42% respectively. This improvement in performance was also backed with continued capex investment, which has been on track. These are a few pictures of the capacity expansion in Mithapur, where we are expanding the soda ash capacity by 22%, and the salt capacity will go up by 36%. We expect them to come on stream progressively by 2024. Overall, we are focused, as Chairman explained, to grow and transform the core and adjacencies with this ongoing investment plan. Parallelly, we also want to embed sustainability with focus on carbon reduction and expand adjacencies through green chemistry. We're also focused on people metrics. Here, I think we need to improve our gender diversity, especially in manufacturing and sales and marketing. This number needs to go up from 7%. Our innovation metrics are strong. Increasingly, we are collaborating externally with R&D labs outside of our labs, and these partnerships are paying good dividends. Our digitalization journey continues with momentum. Here, I want to just highlight the impact of digitalization in our manufacturing operations, where we've seen with the implementation of digital twin, there's been a 22% reduction in variability, which has improved efficiency in our soda ash operations. In terms of sustainability, as highlighted by Chairman, our carbon capture plant is now commissioned fully. More importantly, this CO2 is of such high purity that it is now able to produce pharmaceutical grade bicarbonate. We're also focused on recycling, consumption of waste material, and all these elements are part of our sustainability agenda of circular economy. In terms of community engagement, during COVID, we pivoted to mostly online program and support. Now, what we've done as the economy has opened up is to go to hybrid mode. This has enabled us to increase our reach and impact, as you can see from the numbers of people impacted. In terms of environment program, our focus on whale shark continues. More importantly, this year, by the end of this year, we would have completed 1.5 million mangrove tree plantation. Last year, and it was 1.4 million trees. And this is an important program to have a positive impact on marine and coastal ecosystem. In terms of recognitions during the year, I want to highlight 3 of them. We were recognized amongst top 10 safe workplaces. We also got the Dun & Bradstreet Award for ESG performance in manufacturing sector. We also stood 4th spot in the responsible business ranking during the year. In closing, I want to thank all shareholders for continued engagement and support. Thank you. Over to you, Chairman.
Thank you, Mukundan. The e-voting facility is now open, and members may please visit the voting page of NSDL e-voting website and cast their vote. The e-voting facility will remain open for 15 minutes after the meeting to enable members to cast their vote. Now I would like to invite the speaker shareholders to make their observations. And as always, I would request them to be brief and to the point and not repeat a comment that has been already made by an earlier shareholder. I would also request the speakers to restrict their speech to 3 minutes, as there are many speakers and we would like to give opportunity to all of them. Thank you, Dr. Arun Kumar Bopanna.
Wait. Where is this? Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thanks to the CS team. The annual report is fine and excellent. I believe it's raining heavily in Mumbai. I'm in Bangalore, so there's pain there. But raining profits for Tata Chemicals again, sir. I'm proud of it. Best operational and financial performance, 1,000 crore on net profit, 125% dividend, the best in Tata Chemical history. But let us not beat our chest. Nazar na lage. Let us be careful about that. So, Chairman, you're smiling. That is a euphemistic way of telling me to cut my speech to 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes. It's like putting a gun to my head. I will not let you down, sir, as usual. Company is charting its growth plans at right time. Mithapur, soda ash, bicarb, and salt extraction is a great growth story for Tata Chemical. Mr. Mukundan is a champion of optimism and will amplify TCL's efforts for growth. I feel tremendously proud of him. Mukundan sir, Ashante Sane for you. Thank you, Ashante Sane. My questions, will Tata Chemicals play any role in EV ecosystem? Can it supply lithium-ion batteries economically on its own without relying on imports? With USP of being specialty silica on a proprietary technology as an essential ingredient of green chemistry, how much revenue will TCL add to its kitty from the business? How will silica and prebiotics continue to be at the heart of growth, adding to green chemistry science-based solutions. Food is not meeting nutrient requirements. Will Tata Chemicals fortify rice with nutrients? Tata Chemicals' actions and commitment to ESG metrics. When will the board split the 10 rupee share into 1 rupee? So, with Kalinganagar as the national manufacturing investment zone, why is TCL not investing in land in Odisha to develop the east coast? Because we are heavily, invested in Gujarat. In conclusion, sir, most chemicals can never be understood. We can enjoy it, celebrate its use, but never really understand. With this, I wish all the best. Thank you for the hearing.
So Manoj Kumar Gupta.
Hello. Namaskar, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Respected Chairman, Board of Directors, fellow shareholders. My name is Manoj Gupta. I am equity shareholder of Tata Chemicals Limited. Sir, first of all, I thanks to you, your team, and entire Tata Chemicals Board for good and excellent result of the company for the year 21-22 in this deprived and market. And thanks to MD and his team for excellent result and good dividend. And I thanks to the company secretary and his team. And my special thanks to Mr. Seth, who has helped us to join this meeting through VC. And thanks for your dividend of 125%. Sir, have you any plan to come to eastern part of the country? Sir, have you any plan to come to eastern part in this region? Just now, Mr. Bopanna has asked you east coast, and I ask you that have you any plan to come with some investment under the Tata Chemical in the eastern region of the country? And I thanks to you for your CSR as per your balance sheet for the skill training, online classes, drinking water, because drinking water, when I meet you personally, I have asked you to provide some drinking water facility at the Jamshedpur railway station. That you are doing some drinking, because country में पीने का पानी साफ मिल जाए ये बहुत बड़ी बात है लोगों को. आज़ादी के 75 साल में 60% लोगों को आज भी पीने का साफ पानी नहीं मिलता सर. That you are doing. And sir, have you any plan to split the shares from rupees 10 to 1 to increase the liquidity and the market cap and attract the small investors that they can buy the Tata Chemical shares, sir? And sir, what's your future outlook for chemical business for next 2 to 3 years? Future outlook for chemical business, and what's your view on the single-use plastic ban impact on our company? The government has issued a gazette on 30th June 2022 that with effect from 1st July there is a ban of single-use plastic. And sir, as per your balance sheet, the women employment is very low. Have you any plan to increase this women employment from 7% to 12 to 15%? And sir, Russia, Ukraine, COVID has given a big impact on every aspect on common peoples due to inflation has gone up. How you face this challenge? So last but sir, plan to launch some household products like detergent, सर्फ एक्स्ट्रा अंडर द ब्रांड ऑफ टाटा केमिकल्स, क्योंकि सर हम लोगों ने अभी तक आपका नमक खाया है, तो और वो नमक आपने ट्रांसफर कर दिया टाटा कंज्यूमर प्रोडक्ट्स को. तो वी ऑलवेज यूज योर टाटा केमिकल्स नमक, एंड नाउ वी कैन यूज द सर्फ फॉर गारमेंट्स एंड फ्लोर क्लीनिंग. So try to think to compete with others in this region, in this segment, sir, also under the Tata Chemical. And I strongly support your all resolutions. Thank you, sir.
Lekha Shah.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Respected Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow members, good afternoon to all of you. Myself, Lekha Shah from Mumbai. First of all, I am very much thankful to our Company Secretary, Mr. Rajiv, sir, and Kajal ma'am for extending very good investor services and also sending me the AGM notice well in time, which is full of knowledge, fact and pickets in place. Thank you, Mugudan sir, for such a informative and wonderful presentation. Thanks for the dividend, sir. In spite of pandemic restriction, the country for the first time, our company managed to give the best solid performance, which also reflected in the share price moving upwards. I congratulate the chairman, sir, and management, and particularly Mr. Mukundji and our executive director for the great success and performance of our company. Sir, I would like to ask only one question. What is the market share of our main project, soda ash, in the global market? So I strongly support all the resolutions for today's meeting, and my best wishes always our company and its prosperity. Thank you, sir.
Ms. Patel,
Hello.
yes, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. Respected Chairman, first I would like to greet our Chairman Emeritus, Mr. Ratan Tata, our respected Chairman, Mr. Chandrasekhar, Mr. Zarir Langrana, the one parcel representative on the board, and other eminent directors on the board. Very good evening to all of you. I'm Mrs. Patel over here. So this year, all the profits has been quite on an increase. The results are very good indeed. This is the 83rd AGM, wherein the share price today quoted is almost around 807, 808. And you are given us a dividend of 12.5. Thank you very much for the dividend, though it is not satisfactory on our side. The profits are on quite an increase. And the results are also good this year. Now I come to the point. So the entire profit, I understand that you are not transferring to the reserve, and the management has decided to use it to the furtherance of the profit of the company, for the good of the company. The company has invested 18 crore in Indian hotels and 115 crores in Tata projects. So what will be our return for that? How much our Tata Chemicals will get out of it? So the company has guaranteed to provide 14.4 million to Tata Chemicals Europe, one of the subsidiary of our company. When will this be, and how much do we expect in return out of it? So the CSR activities has been really very appreciable. Just 1 minute, sir. So as mentioned in your CSR page 87, it mentions that the company has to provide 2% of the profit, that is 13.51. The company has already spent 15.88, that is 2.37 in excess. So every year are we going only in excess and excess and excess? Shareholders are getting not so satisfactory a dividend, but we are spending so much in CSR activities. People keep on producing and producing and producing. The resources are not replenished, but it is replenished more. And the population is increasing leaps and bounds, and still we have to go on performing CSR activities for others. While people who are investing, we are not getting much benefit out of it. No care is being taken for senior citizens, but care is being taken for all the children and women and this and that and extras and extras and extras. I think there should be some good policy, CSR policy should be framed. An excess amount which is spent on CSR should be curbed. I think instead of 2%, I would go to the extent of saying it should be only 1% of company's profit on CSR, and others should be used for the company's benefit and for shareholders' benefit. Just a minute, please. So the foreign exchange earned this year.
Ma'am, can you finish your time?
Sure. So I about only 2 minutes more. Last year it was 8.50. Last year it was 8.56 we got foreign exchange return. This year it is only 7.89. It's much less. If some attention is to be paid, while the outgoing is much more than the double. Last year it was 460. This year it is 1121. Just 2 minutes, please give me.
Already 4 minutes. Other shareholders are going
Just
to
2 minutes, please. So, what is this commodity swaps that you mentioned it on page 320, 325, commodity swaps? This year it is 973. If you can, if your accounts people can throw some light on it. And there is one more. Yeah. The raw material inventories level has gone quite up, and also the finished good stocks are on the raise. If it can, some attention is to be paid, and if it can be curbed a little, it will be much appreciable. And so what is this subsidy that we are receiving from the government for this phosphate fertilizer? Are we given, have we taken for pending with them? We're pending for in that. Thank you very much. I wish the company all the and I'm very much thankful to the share department for their good, timely help that they have given. Thank you very much, Yashji, for your good work done. I wish you all the best, Yashji. Thank you, sir. All the very best to all the employees. Have a nice day.
Gautam Tiwari.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to my chairman, sir, of course, and good afternoon to all Mr. Mukundan, also Mr. Tirumalai, all eminent and well-dignified board of directors, team Tata Chemicals Limited. I'm Gautam Tiwari, as pronounced, and I'm participating at this meeting from Mumbai. Dear sir, we have seen our company's best ever performance and best ever profits in the year, in this year. Now, here is an example as to how company has rewarded its shareholders in last 2 years. Sir, at the time of demerger announcement in financial year 18-19, our market price of our share was rupees 400 each. Now, post demerger of Tata with Tata Consumer Products, shares were allotted in the ratio of 100 to 114 to existing shareholders. Now, market price post demerger of Tata Chemical share stood at rupees 1000. Peak was 1150, but it was 1000 at an average, and Tata Consumer Products share was priced 900 rupees. Now, thus rupees 400 multiplied to rupees 2000 just in the span of 2 years only, sir. Conclusively, our wealth creation and value addition is almost 5 times in the period of 2 years. And this has happened, sir, for all shareholders, stakeholders, and investors by just one decision which was taken by you, sir, at the right time and correctly implemented under your expert and unmatched leadership. Hats off to you, sir, for rewarding the shareholders in these 2 years 5 times of their investment. And besides this, you have given the dividend also of 125%, for which we are thankful to you, sir. जितना भी thanks हम करें उतना ही कम रहेगा, sir. Sir, now what I see, sir, our R&D spend is 68 crore. Our dividend is, of course, 125%. Our EBITDA is 1.9 and market capital is 14,822 crore. And net debt equity ratio is has also come down to 0.26. Everything has improved like anything, for which also we are very much thankful to you, sir. So, soda ash and bicarb and salt expansion, about these timely decisions taken at right time about these products, which has put our company in the growth trajectory. Sir, dear sir, I congratulate the company for winning various awards and accolades, and so also for excellent CSR activities which are beneficial to the public at large and community also. Sir, Secretarial Department led by Rajiv Chandanji and their associates Shilpa, Shalini and Kajal and all others are providing exceptionally best ever investor care investor service year on year. And also balance sheet is also drafted, well designed, very well and dispatched well in time. Thank you very much for such a good share department. Also the share services by NSDL and the Webex team technical team is the best. Thanks to them also. And thank you management for providing such excellent providers, service providers. I thank the management for and so also I support all resolutions. Sir, I support all the decisions and appointments and reappointments, and I have already voted in front of me. Just give me 1 minute, sir. Some
No,
two, three
you
questions.
already you are up, boss. Please.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Sir, with number 3 expansion, what will be our market leadership position? So secondly, our rupees 10 paid up shares are quoted in the market at rupees 1000. Sir, can we expect stock slip or bonus from the management? Sir, our dividend is 125%. How much is the payout ratio? Sir, what is your plan to pay out the best of rupees, the debt of rupees 6,500 crore, which is remaining to be paid now, and will Tata's employ Agnivis? Thank you very much, sir, for patient listening. We wish you a long, happy, prosperous, healthy, wealthy life. Up to the management, and the best of luck and best of the share. Thank you very much, sir, for patient listening. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you very
Mr. Santosh Kumar Saraf.
जी नमस्कार, 1 मिनट में शेयर कर रहा हूँ अपना वीडियो। माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, उपस्थित निधि के सदस्यगण और मेरे शेयर भाइयों बहनों, जो आज हम वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस के थ्रू प्रेजेंट है, मैं संतोष कुमार सराफ कलकत्ता से बोल रहा हूँ सर। सर्वप्रथम आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। आशा करता हूँ इस समय आप अच्छे स्वास्थ्य होंगे सर। सर मेरे प्रश्न है कि अपना अभी डाइवर्सिफाई करने का कोई प्लान है तो बताने का कष्ट करिएगा, और रिलीज इंडिया को अगर फ्यूचर में मर्ज करने का कोई प्लान है तो बताइएगा। इसके अलावा मेरा है कि जो अपने लिथियम आयन बैटरी जो इलेक्ट्रिक कार में लगती है और मोबाइल में लगती है, इसके बारे में क्या विचार है? कि डाइवर्सिफाई करें तो अपने इलेक्ट्रिक कार बना रहे हैं टाटा मोटर वाले, तो वहाँ भी ये बैटरी काम में आएगी। और अभी इंडिया में सबसे ज्यादा मोबाइल कंपनियां आ गई है, तो उनमें भी लिथियम लग रही है, तो उसके बारे में बताने का कष्ट करिएगा। एक सर, ये जो अपने ड्राई इंडस्ट्रियल सॉल्ट है, इसकी अपनी क्या मतलब अपना मार्केट शेयर है ड्राई इंडस्ट्रियल सॉल्ट के अंदर, ये भी बताने का अगर उपलब्ध हो तो बताइएगा सर। दूसरा सर, अपने कोई प्लान है क्योंकि डिटर्जेंट डोमेस्टिक डिटर्जेंट में जाने का और सोप मेकिंग का कोई प्लान है तो इसके बारे में बताने का कष्ट करिएगा सर। और सर ज्यादा नहीं, मैं यही कहूंगा कि अपने जो बूस्टर डोज है, आशा करता हूँ पूरे एम्प्लॉय और उनके फैमिली को लग चुकी होगी, नहीं तो उसके बारे में क्या विचार है बताइएगा। और सर आपको धन्यवाद देता हूँ 25% डिविडेंड इंक्रीज करने के लिए। इसके बाद धन्यवाद देता हूँ पूरी अपनी आपकी मैनेजमेंट की टीम और जितने भी हमारे कर्मचारी हैं और जितने भी हमारे मैनेजमेंट स्टाफ है, अवार्ड एक्लॉट जीतने के लिए सर। ये उनकी कड़ी मेहनत के कारण ही हमें कोई प्राइज मिलता है, कि जब जब लीडर होते हैं तभी कोई प्राइज देता है, इसके लिए मैं उनको धन्यवाद देता हूँ। आशा करता हूँ कि भविष्य में इसी तरह वो अपने और भी अवार्ड जीतेंगे सर। ज्यादा समय न लेते हुए मैं यही जानना चाहता हूँ कि सर कि वीसी जो मीटिंग है, आज हम कलकत्ता से आपसे बात कर रहे हैं सर, और फ्यूचर में अगर फिजिकल मीटिंग होती है तो उसके साथ में बीसी मीटिंग रखेंगे तो हमको शायद अच्छा रहेगा, हम कलकत्ता वाला अटेंड कर सकेंगे। हाइब्रिड और फिजिकल मिक्स करके करिए तो अच्छा रहेगा। ज्यादा समय लेते एक बार फिर आप सबके अच्छे स्वास्थ्य की कामना करता हूँ, और वहां से प्रार्थना करता हूँ जितने भी डायरेक्टर कर्मचारी अधिकारी का जितने भी हमारे शेयर होल्डर भाई बहन, उनकी फैमिली 2022-23 में वेल्दी हेल्दी प्रोस्पेरस और सेफ्टी के साथ बीती। तो जय हिंद, जय भारत, नमस्कार।
Prakashini Shenoy.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Prakashini Shenoy from Bombay. Chandrasekharan sir, vanakkam. Respected Honorable Chairman Chandrasekharan ji, other dignitaries on the board, and my fellow shareholders, good afternoon to all of you. I received the annual report well in time, which is colorful, transparent, informative, knowledgeable, and contains all the information as per the corporate governance. I thank the company secretary, Mr. Rajiv Chandan and his team for the same. I should not forget to thank them once again for reminding me of the meeting and giving me the chance to speak. Thank you, Rajiv Chandan Saab and his team. The chairman has given a fair picture of the company, as well as Mr. Mukundan has given a beautiful explanation along with the slides. Thank you very much to both of you. At the outset, I congratulate the management for various awards received in different categories during the year. I am also thankful to the board for recommending dividend at the rate of 125% for the financial year. I am glad to note that the company has done outstanding work in the field of CSR activities. Sir, I have just two questions. How are we planning to progress towards digital future? Number two, what is the market position of soda ash globally? I wish the company good luck for a bright future and pray God that the profit of the company shall reach the peak in due course. Sir, I wholeheartedly support all the resolutions put forth in today's meeting. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Irani?
Yeah, I have been unmuted. Thank you very much, my dear Chandrasekhar Chairman. Thank you very much for taking care of the company. And I will not repeat all the good things that have been said by the previous shareholders. I would like to congratulate the company secretary. I call him Mr. Sandalwood, Mr. Chandan. He is the best company secretary in the Tata Group. He takes care of the shareholders even throughout the year, not only during the AGM. And Mr. Chairman, I will meet you today in the evening at the Bombay Chartered Accountants Society at the Wankhede Stadium. So it will be a physical meeting, sir. And so I would like to know what is your take and when are you going to have a physical meeting as far as shareholder AGMs are concerned. So that is one thing. I would like your opinion. Why are we not having physical meetings? Then one more thing, sir. What is your opinion on merger of Rallies and Tata Chemicals? It is long overdue. You have taken away salt from us and given it to Tata Consumer. So why don't you? Because Rallies and Tata Chemicals, it's a merger. That is what it is. The products are similar. They are good. They are common products basically, as far as the farmer is concerned. So what is your expert opinion on that merger? And what is the opinion of the independent shareholders also who are on our board? Then our company has discovered some product where we are going to replace this carbon black, which was used in these tires and all. So where do we stand as far as that product is concerned? Then that is one other thing. I would like to know what has happened to that product, which was going to replace carbon black used for tires. One more thing, what I heard was that we got land next to our nano plant in Gujarat to manufacture batteries. So what is the progress of the plant? I would like to know that. And why are not being open? Why is the attendance list hidden? And why don't I see the directors on the board? Why don't they just announce and then they are not? I cannot see them. But now we have become used to it. We've attended other meetings also, where each and every you can even see the face of the attendees, even if it's 100 or 200, and plus all the speakers, the moderators, we can see their faces also. Why y'all are feeling ashamed of showing your faces, or what? Or how have they gone to sleep? So smile, no? I don't know. You don't seem to be happy. See, this be the change, because during this meeting, audio-visual meeting, basically, things are not what they are. The person who announced at the other AGM, somebody else is announcing the shareholder, and he's saying, speaker number 10, he's so-and-so, speaker number 11, Mr. So-and-so, get ready. So he knows now, if I'm speaker number 12, and if come to speaker number 10, so he's ready, basically. Here we have to wait if you're not commenting on anything. So that is what, and then again, you have to wait till everybody finishes. We have to keep our phone on. We are battery this thing, life is this thing. Anyway, chalo then. I will see you today evening at 7 o'clock. Physical meeting is there. And what is your opinion on having physical AGMs? Thank you very much.
Mr. Mangalbhai Patel?
Chairman and members, Kindly refer page 83 of the board report. Left column, para 26, particulars of employees. I think you are on the page 83.
Yeah.
May I proceed?
Yeah, please.
Disclosures pertaining to remunerations and other details as required under section 197 of the Act. Read with Rule 5 of the Company's Appointment and Remuneration of Managerial Persons Rules 2014 are enclosed as Annexure 5, forming part of this report. The statement containing particulars of employees as required under section 197 of the Act, read with Rule 5 of the rules, forms part of this report. Further, the report and account are being sent to the members, excluding the aforesaid statement. In terms of section 136 of the Act, the said statement will be open for inspection upon request by the members. Any member interested in obtaining such particulars may write to the company secretary at so and so. Chairman Sri, Section 197, read with Rule 5 of the Companies Act and rules thereunder provides that board have legal obligation to supply particulars of employees along with report to every member and to the registrar of the companies. It appears that either company secretary does not want to disclose that about 20 workers implicated by him via section 452 not forming part of part of the said annexure are being prosecuted wrongfully under the Companies Act. Or board do not want to disclose that member also can prosecute to those employees, including company secretary, who are forming part of this said annexure 5. Chairman Sri, subsection 1 of section 452 provides that if any officer or employee of a company wrongfully obtains possession of any property, including cash of the company, or having any such property, including cash in his possession, withholds it or wrongfully applies it to for the purpose other than the express or directed in the articles and authorized by the Act, he shall on the complaint of the company or of any member thereof be punishable with fine which not less than 1 lakh rupees may extend to 5 lakhs. Subsection 2 of section 452 further provides that the court trying an offence may order such an officer or employee to undergo imprisonment which may extend to 2 years. Chairman Sri, while defending said 20 workers, we would wish to know that why board, including independent members, are holding back said disclosure annexure 5. Thanks for affording an opportunity to raise workers' concerns.
Thank you. Mr. Bimal Kumar Agarwal.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, good evening to everyone. First of all, I'll thank the company secretary and his team. And you always have the meeting online. It's better everyone can join from home also. Now it's raining like cats and dogs. At least we can, otherwise we couldn't have come for the meeting. And I'll come to the real point. During the last year, company has reported strong revenue and profit growth. Please provide the detail of capex plan for the soda ash business. Also, what are the prospects for the business during the current year, particularly considering falling commodity prices? Please also provide details of progress made in nutraceutical and recycling of lithium batteries recycling business. That's all from you. Thank you very much.
Ashish Kumar Bansal.
Respected Chairman and Board of Directors, you can hear my voice, sir?
Yes.
I thank for joining us, Kachachi and company secretary. I also be given the email. If you can reply us, I am thankful to you. Thank you so much.
Hasmukh Alvora.
Hello, can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, thank you. Respected Chairman, I am Hasmukh Vora from Mumbai. The results are very good for the current year. Our turnover and profit both are good. I congratulate the management and wish that our future also it will successfully go up. Then regarding this, I would like to know what is our capacity utilization and how recently, last 3-4 years, a lot of our businesses were demerged from Tata Chemicals and separated into separate new companies. So, what is is there any scope for further demerger? Whether any further demerger we can expect? Then I also I'm very thankful to the secretary Rajiv Chandan and his team for all the assistance given to him, given to me, and also Mr. Vinit for the technical assistance given to present myself before you. Lastly, thank you and all the best.
Kirit Shah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, yes. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
चेयरमैन सर, अभी इतनी पुरानी कंपनी डेट पे क्यों चल रहा है? इतना ह्यूज डेट क्यों रखा हुआ है सर? चेयरमैन सर, टाटा ग्रुप की कंपनी 5% में कन्वर्टेबल डिबेंचर ने क्या लिया? ये सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी भी आपकी है कि सीनियर सिटीजन का पैसा आपके पास रहे कन्वर्टेबल डिबेंचर में। आप साल का खाली 5% इंटरेस्ट दे, आपकी कॉस्ट तो 7-8% के ऊपर की है। आप 5% में कन्वर्टेबल डिबेंचर इश्यू करना क्यों नहीं चाहते, समझ नहीं आ रहा है। मैंने कई बार आपको बताया है मीटिंग में, फिर भी आप आगे बढ़ना नहीं चाहते, उसकी वजह क्या है समझ नहीं आ रहा है सर। इसमें क्या है कि सीनियर सिटीजन को कितना बड़ा बेनिफिट है, टाटा ग्रुप जैसी कंपनी में 5% में पैसा पड़ा रहेगा तो अच्छी बात है। चेयरमैन सर, इतनी पुरानी कंपनी प्रमोटर होल्डिंग बढ़ाना नहीं चाहता है, जबकि अपने पास ऑलरेडी इन्वेस्टमेंट कंपनी है, दूसरी कंपनियों में इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हैं टाटा इन्वेस्टमेंट वाले, तो अपनी कंपनी में अपना इन्वेस्टमेंट क्यों नहीं बढ़ाना चाहते हैं? एक अच्छी बात है कि आपने इंडियन होटल में अभी आपका इक्विटी बढ़ाया हुआ है, टाटा प्रोजेक्ट में बढ़ाया हुआ है, अच्छी बात है कि भाई आप एक कंपनी कर रहे हैं। उसकी वैल्यूएशन कब क्रिएट होगी वो थोड़ा हाईलाइट करेंगे, उससे क्या हाल क्या है आगे? आपने उसमें काफी बड़ा इक्विटी लिया हुआ है टाटा प्रोजेक्ट में, तो उसका भी थोड़ा आप हाईलाइट करेंगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा सर। चेयरमैन सर, अपना गुडविल है करीब 1900 करोड़ का, तो वो कैसे आया हुआ है वो थोड़ा डिटेल में थोड़ा बताएगा तो ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा। और कैपिटल वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस आपका 1500 करोड़ रुपया है, तो कहाँ पे एक्सपेंशन आ रहा है, उसका रिटर्न कब तक आना चालू हो जाएगा, पे बैक कितना है, एक्सपेंशन है कैपिटल वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस का, वो थोड़ा हाईलाइट करेंगे। चेयरमैन सर, अपना अदर इक्विटी कैपिटल 18,000 करोड़ रुपया हो गया है, जो लास्ट ईयर 14,000 करोड़ था। इतना ह्यूज कैसे बढ़ गया समझ नहीं आया है, जबकि अपना इक्विटी तो सेम ही है लास्ट ईयर की तरह, तो इतना ह्यूज अपना कैसे ये बढ़ गया है वो थोड़ा हाईलाइट करेंगे। जो अदर इक्विटी चेयरमैन सर, अभी ये जो अदर इनकम हमने दिखाया है वो उसमें रिकरिंग इनकम कितना है अपना? चेयरमैन सर, अभी आपने जो जेवी का आपने प्रॉफिट बताया है वो 10 टाइम्स बताया है लास्ट ईयर, अरे हाँ लास्ट ईयर से करीब 9 टाइम्स बताया हुआ है, हायर बताया हुआ है एसोसिएट एंड जेवी का प्रॉफिट, तो उसकी वजह क्या है और आगे कैसे रहेगा वो थोड़ा हाईलाइट करेंगे। चेयरमैन सर, अभी आपने मार्च क्वार्टर में जो प्रॉफिट मार्जिन है आपका वो करीब 23.57% है कंपेयर टू दिसंबर क्वार्टर 16.37। वो बहुत ही अच्छी बात है कि आपका प्रॉफिट मार्जिन इतना यूज हुआ है, नेट प्रॉफिट मार्जिन। करंट क्वार्टर कैसा है, जून क्वार्टर, और आगे कैसा सिचुएशन रहेगी, क्या आपने एक्सपेक्टेशन किया है वो थोड़ा हाईलाइट करेंगे। और चेयरमैन सर, आपको मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा कि आपने बहुत ही इतनी वेट टाइम में भी आपने बहुत ही अच्छा टर्नओवर भी बढ़ाया है, प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी बढ़ाया हुआ है, वो बहुत ही अच्छी बात है। और चेयरमैन सर, अभी मैंने आपको ईमेल किया हुआ है, आपका वो पूरा लेटर का रिप्लाई कभी भी राजीव चंद्रन साहब देते नहीं है। सेक्रेटरी टीम आपकी बहुत ही अच्छी है, वो अपना एजीएम मीटिंग के लिए इन्फॉर्म करना, ये करना, वो करना, वो काफी एक्टिव है कि 3-4 दिन से आपका फॉलोअप कर रहा है, वो बहुत ही अच्छी बात है। पर कभी भी आपका राजीव चंद्रन साहब ने टाइम नहीं दिया है, ना मैं आपका टाइम मिला है। मैंने कई बार आपकी अपॉइंटमेंट मांगी है, लेकिन आप ये देना नहीं चाहते, क्या वजह है? और पूरे रिप्लाई भी नहीं करना चाहते ईमेल की, उसकी वजह क्या है? टाटा ग्रुप जैसी कंपनी और रिप्लाई ना करे पूरा शेयर होल्डर को, वो अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है सर। तो उसके लिए भी खास सोचने की जरूरत है। तो आप उसके लिए भी जरा बताएं भाई कि क्या आप आगे करना चाहते हो, वो थोड़ा हाईलाइट करेंगे। चेयरमैन सर, विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Smita Shah?
हेलो।
Yeah,
हाँ सर, आवाज आ रही है सर?
yes, आवाज आ रही है।
ओके ओके, थैंक यू सर। माननीय चेयरमैन श्री चंद्रशेखरन जी, एमडी सीईओ श्री मुकुंदन जी और अन्य मान्य डायरेक्टर सर, मैं स्मिता शाह बात कर रही हूँ। नमस्कार सर। सर, पहले तो अभिनंदन करती हूँ कि ऑल इज वेल एक्सेलेंट परफॉर्मेंस के लिए काफी अवार्ड्स प्राप्त किए, और खासकर चंद्रशेखरन जी, आपने इंडिया हाईएस्ट सिविलियन अवार्ड्स जो पद्म भूषण जो फील्ड इन इंडस्ट्रीज में प्राप्त किया, बहुत बहुत बधाई हो सर। साथ में टॉप रैंक प्रोडक्ट इन इनोवेटर, एक्सेलेंट इन सीएसआर अवार्ड्स और कई सारे अवार्ड्स आपने प्राप्त किए। सर, आज आपने कंपनी का रेवेन्यू और टर्नओवर, मार्केट कैपिटलाइजेशन और एबिटा सभी में बढ़ोतरी दिख रही है सर। बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन। सर, आपका जो स्पेशलिटी प्रोडक्ट जो सब्सिडी रेलीज इंडिया में लिमिटेड में रेलीज रेवेन्यू बढ़ गया, रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन कंटिन्यू ग्रोथ करके प्रीवियस ईयर से 7% बढ़ गया है, और सिलिका प्रोडक्ट भी टायर इंडस्ट्रीज में नाम कमाकर कंपनी ने बेस्ट सप्लाई का अवार्ड भी प्राप्त किया है। बहुत अच्छी बात है सर। सर, ये अभिनंदन मैं देती हूँ ये गुड वर्क के, एक्सेलेंट वर्क के लिए। सर, ये आपकी लीडरशिप में और एमडी सीईओ श्री मुकुंदन जी की मेहनत और हार्डवर्क, साथ में कंपनी के सारे छोटे बड़े एम्प्लॉइज वर्कर सभी की मेहनत सहयोग से कंपनी रंग लाई है। बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन सर। ऐसे ही आप आगे आगे बढ़े और कंपनी चौगुनी तरक्की के साथ प्रगति की ओर आगे बढ़े, यही मेरी फ्यूचर्स की ढेरों ढेरों शुभकामनाएं। और डिविडेंड भी आपने गया साल आपने 11 दिया था, गया साल 10 दिया, इस टाइम आपने बढ़ाकर 12.50 बढ़ा कर दिया है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आपने शेयर होल्डर को ख्याल रखा, अच्छी बात है सर। और सर, आपने अच्छी तरक्की के साथ जो मार्केट ग्रोथ बढ़ाया है, अभी आपके फ्यूचर्स में और कौन से न्यू प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करने के लिए आपने कौन सा और फ्यूचर्स का प्लान क्या बनाया है, जरा हाईलाइट्स कीजिए। बाकी तो बैलेंस शीट हमें इन टाइम मिली फुल इंफॉर्मेशन के साथ, हर प्रोडक्ट के साथ डिटेल्स में इंफॉर्मेशन ट्रांसफर, कलरफुल बैलेंस शीट के लिए मैं कंपनी सेक्रेटरी श्री राजीव जी को उनकी गुड इन्वेस्टर सर्विस के लिए धन्यवाद और मैं अभिनंदन करती हूँ। साथ में उनकी टीम से यश, शिल्पा, शालिनी, विधि, उनको भी मैं हार्टली धन्यवाद और मैं अभिनंदन करती हूँ। हमें हमेशा रिमाइंड कॉल करके बताया गया है, और सही लिंक अटेंड लिंक हमें जो भेजी गई। सो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद गुड इन्वेस्टर सर्विस के लिए पूरी टीम को, सीएस टीम को। और सर, आशा करती हूँ कि नेक्स्ट ईयर हमारी एजीएम आपके साथ निकट में फिजिकली मिल सके, इस तरह फिजिकल हो सके, ऐसी मैं आशा रखते हुए ईश्वर से प्रार्थना करती हूँ। और इसी के साथ सभी रिजोल्यूशन में मैं फुल्ली सपोर्ट करते हुए धन्यवाद करती हूँ। ईश्वर आपकी हेल्थ वेल्थ हमेशा अच्छी बनाए रखे। धन्यवाद सर। भरत साहब बात करें, चालू रखे। थैंक यू सर।
माननीय चेयरमैन श्री चंद्रशेखरन जी, सर मेरी 2-3 क्वेरी थी, लेकिन सर वो सोल्व हो गई है। ये आंसर में तो आपका टाइम ज्यादा नहीं बिगाड़ूंगा सर। बस डिविडेंड सर आपने 12.50 रुपये बहुत अच्छा दिया है सर। सर, एक रिक्वेस्ट है, आगे के समय में बोनस के लिए मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ कि एक पर एक बोनस हो जाए, हो सके तो जरूर देने की मेरी विनंती है सर। बाकी सर, सीएसआर एक्टिविटी व्यवस्थित चल रही है, मैं अभिनंदन देता हूँ। और सर, अपना एवोर्ड्स, सारे एवोर्ड्स के लिए भी मैं अभिनंदन देता हूँ। बाकी सब रिजर्वेशन में सर मेरा पूरा सपोर्ट है। और सर, कंपनी सेक्रेटरी श्री राजीव जी और उनकी पूरी हार्ड वर्किंग टीम को मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और अभिनंदन देता हूँ सर। उनकी टीम के यश, शिल्पा जी, शालिनी जी, उनको मैं बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन देता हूँ। बहुत हार्ड वर्किंग टीम है सर। शेयर होल्डर को हमेशा रिस्पेक्ट देते हैं, शेयर होल्डर की कोई क्वेरी है तो सोल्व करते हैं, बहुत अच्छी इन्वेस्टर सर्विस दे रहे हैं राजीव जी और उनकी पूरी टीम, तो उनको मैं बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन देता हूं सर। और बाकी सब जनरेशन में मेरा पूरा सपोर्ट है सर। आने वाले त्योहारों की शुभकामनाएं सर। और सर हो सके तो दिवाली के बाद एक गेट टुगेदर जरूर रखना, तो अपन रूबरू में मिल सके सर, क्योंकि बहुत टाइम से अपन रूबरू में नहीं मिले 3 साल से सर। तो गेट टुगेदर जैसा कुछ रखना सर। और नेक्स्ट ईयर सर फेस टू फेस ही मीटिंग रखना, तो एक आत्मीयता का बड़ा होगा, अपन आमने सामने साथ में मिलेंगे। बाकी सब रिजर्वेशन मेरा पूरा सपोर्ट है सर। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। थैंक यू जय हिंद सर। थैंक यू।
Mahesh Kumar Bobna.
Hello, sir. Can I audible?
Yeah.
Very good afternoon. First of all, I congratulate to the chairman of the company, Mr. N. Chandrasekharan, managing director, other board of directors, CFO, and company secretary, also other dignitaries and all associate staff members who are assisting to this annual general meeting for a grand success. Sir, this is my humble request that I will speak in two phases, one in extraordinary, one in accounts. So first listen, we are under the Constitution of India, Companies Act 2013, LODR Act, then the SEBI Act and some other related laws in our country. Lot of shareholders are just appreciating to the some company secretary, some to other, some are just reading the accounts, some are just only thanks. So better to make two separate AGM. Those in such category and those who are criticizing in the company's affairs, accounts, etc. working. So better, our time should not be killed. Another thing, that Kirti Shah and some other shareholder also criticize about the secretarial department, company secretary. First of all, listen, that section 203 of the Companies Act 2013, it defines MD, CEO, chair, this whole-time director, one category, CFO, another category, and third is company secretary. Company secretary is why company secretary is appointing in the company, any limited company, because they are only the media in between the management and the shareholder. Their appointment is totally for the welfare of the shareholder, not for the promoter or any other work of the company. Their prime duty, company secretary, is to assist to the shareholders. While trying to approach to your company secretary, R. Chandran, he never for many years, just 1 month earlier also I tried a lot of times. I thanks to the deputy secretary who is the company secretary of Release India, yes said, he is only assisting, no any other staff in the company, they are never assisting to me. While ringing to the mobile phone number of the Mrs. Sethi of the secretary to the secretary, she never taking the phone also. Last year she had phoned me. I made it save in my phone call and ringing. After a lot of effort, I just got the annual report and I got the link. Last year, no link was provided to me. They are saying that window will open on such and such date. In all these, your Tata Group company and all other companies in the India, why they are adopting the system? Window will open. I know window, railway counter window, air flight window, and the wine window, wine shop window. I know window means these things. What do you mean by window in the Companies Act, in the LODR Act? Why this window? Companies Act say that any shareholder can move to the meeting hall without any permission. They having the each and every right. Then why this system? Maybe in virtual meeting, it should be required to have a arrangement with the NSDL. So 3 days, 4 days before you close the chapter. Not from this date to this date.
How people know that this date to this date? This is the wrong policy adopting by all the company secretary and chartered accountant in India. This is the bad policy by the practice, which is against the best interest of the shareholders of any company, not only Tata Group, any company. This is my humble request to change the system. Okay, now I am coming to the accounts. This very, very vital point I'm telling you, because good corporate governance means we are accountable to the shareholder for a single minute of the company secretary, CFO and director, and also the single penny of the company's expenditure for the. Nobody are providing any direct contact number for all these category under the Companies Act 203 section of the Companies Act 2013. Then delete this, suggest to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Ministry of Law to delete this section from the Companies Act. Better. Again, I am coming to the accounts. This is the third AGM of the company. So I thanks to the management and board of directors that now after this demerger of our FMCG business in the this Tata consumer product, our this now this after demerger, this product was evaluated properly, and earlier it was undervalued. When this our this earning per share and this capital worth was not properly evaluated. Now earlier I know that 20%, 30% dividend, 40% dividend maximum before that FMCG started. So now this evaluation of our net worth was properly doing, and it required, because salt is used by even any citizen's house in all over India, because without salt nobody can able to cook the food. It is very, very essential, and it is very profitable business. If any person will purchase 20 rupees kg salt, then company will earn 4 or 5 rupees minimum. So it is a very, very important in comparison to all other products in the market. Salt is very, very important, and other purity soda ash, and this is also important to wash the clothes. So this is a very important industry, very profitable industry. If we will evaluate this net worth of this company and our this working, then it will can able to give 100 rupees per share. One thing that your Tata Steel is also subdividing share of 1 rupee share. Now your Tata Consumer is also 1 rupee share. So why you are not subdividing this Tata Chemicals share into 1 rupee share? To evaluate the market, to have attract the more investor in the market. Now earlier there was a physical business in the stock market, and the minimum lot was 50 or 100. Now one rupee share and one equity lot is the marketable lot. To enhance the more and more attraction of the investor, you have to subdivide this share. Again, I am coming to the
Sir, I think it will be good if you
sir,
can
there is
finish.
no limit. I told in all other companies meeting.
No, but still, you have to.
Better
be
you
sharp. Try
to
to be
the
tight.
Release India. Huh?
Try to be tight in your comments.
Yes, yes. I will not tell any this story, one act play or this. I am talking about the legality and the prospect of the company. Sir, one thing that Release India is a chemical business, and Tata Chemical itself is a chemical. That is also subsidiary. But that profitability go to other person, because that is the listed company. Some other are also their shareholder. So better to merge this Release India to Tata Chemical, so that the other shareholder will also be directly the investor of the Tata Chemical, and we will also get the benefit properly, and we can also discuss for Release India in this company, so that the picture will be clear to all the shareholders. Your profitability has enhanced in twofold from last year. It means there is a lot of scope. in the profitability. Sir, you have been some of the subsidiary in abroad also, beside this Release India, and all are working very good. US also. One thing in Magadi Limited, you had written Kenya. Then in US, not USA, etc. Why you are not noting the place of the USA, so that we can understand which part of the USA our this subsidiary are exist. Sir, this chemical business, if we will have to enhance other businesses in the chemical business like NoSeal and this other companies in the market, then we can able to have a diversified composite business of the chemical, so that we can able to achieve, because lot of this medical industry also using the chemical. So we will also have to medical this chemical, so that we can able to go for the diversification of our industry. Sir, as a lot of also told that our this stock data is also in threefold. I appreciate that if it will be subdivided into 1 rupee share, it will enhance to 1 rupee share can be achieved to 1,000 rupees. This is my guarantee, because there is no limit of the money in the market, and we can able to achieve. Sir, 31 rupees 46 paisa per share is the our this earning per share. So you are paying 12 rupees 50 paisa. You see, you had retained the earning, earlier earning is 15,000 approx crore, and our capital is 254 crore. After demerger, you have to reward to the shareholder. Because this money kept by from our earlier earnings, and for the so many long years we are waiting for the bonus and hard dividend. So this is my humble request to come with the bonus issue, because our this profitable business from this company to go to Tata Consumer. This FMCG is very now in market. It is a very profitable business which has gone to Tata Consumer. So now you come with the evaluation of the shareholder.
Mr. Bubna,
Come with
Mr.
the
Bubna,
bonus.
you can send
I am summary.
you can send a
I will
detailed
not take
report
much
to
more
us.
time. Regarding this
You
cash
already
flow,
spent more than 10 minutes.
maybe it can be 7 days or 10 days, whatever it will. It is once you are coming with
Every
the
shareholder waiting. See, please finish.
maybe my time is my time. You see, in the net cash flow investing activity, you had disinvested the same amount of money, and again they invested purchase of investment of the more or less same amount. Then why you are investing in the investment? Why you are not utilizing our as a working capital or the long-term capital in the company? Why in the other companies? So better to evaluate our proper this utilization. We will have to enhance our production, and we can why we are investing in other companies. That is only 4%, 5%, 6% interest. And here, if we will utilize it for the turnover for 7 times, 8 times of our money, then we can able to earn huge amount. Sir, I will not take much more time. I'm leaving. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Tamal Majumdar,
I'm sorry, Chairman, Mr. Majumdar has not joined the meeting.
Ashalata Maheshwari.
जी चेयरमैन साहब मेरी आवाज आ रही है जी?
हाँ आ रही है
हाँ जी, श्रीमान चेयरमैन साहब, अन्य मेरे सभी डायरेक्टर भाई, मेरा नाम आशा लता माहेश्वरी। आप सभी को मेरा सादर नमस्कार। चेयरमैन साहब, पहले तो मुझे ये बताइए आपकी तबीयत कैसी है? मैंने होटल इंडस्ट्री में कहा था कि आप बीमार हैं, आपकी तबीयत अच्छी नहीं है। आज पहले मुझे इसी का जवाब दीजिए कि आपकी तबीयत कैसी है। फिर मैंने बैलेंस शीट देखी और हमारे रतन टाटा जी, जो कि जिनका कि मैंने फोटो भी देखा, तो देखने के बाद मुझे उनकी बहुत याद आई। चेयरमैन साहब बहुत अरसा हो गया उनको मिले हुए, उनको मेरा एक जरा मैसेज दीजिए जाकर। मैंने कहा है, मुझे अच्छे से जानते हैं वो आशा लता महेश्वरी, एक मैसेज दीजिए। मैंने कहा है 100 चांद भी चमकेंगे तो बात नहीं बनेगी, आप जब तक मीटिंग में नहीं आते मीटिंग की शान नहीं बढ़ती। जरा इतना दीजिए और कहिए मैंने कहा है एक गेट टुगेदर रखें और वो भी वहां आए। सबकी एज हो गई है चेयरमैन साहब, एक बार जरा गेट टुगेदर रख के मिल तो ले हम लोग। मैंने रिजल्ट देखे, पढ़कर बहुत खुशी हुई कि प्रॉफिट करीब करीब दुगना हो गया, कंपनी की सेल्स बढ़ी है, प्रॉफिट मार्जिन 21% बढ़ा है और डिविडेंड 125% देकर हमें तो निहाल कर दिया कंपनी ने। और ये सारा श्रेय मुकंदन जी और उनकी टीम को जाता है। मुकंदन जी कहाँ मुझे दिख तो नहीं रहे, मगर उनके लिए मैं इतना ही कहूंगी, चेहरे पर होगी खुशियां आंख के और आंखों में सम्मान होगा। मुझे यकीन है मुकंदन जी, एक दिन आपके कदमों में आसमान होगा। और आपको चेयरमैन और आपको कई अवार्ड भी मिले हैं, इस बात की भी आपको बधाई देती हूँ। पर चेयरमैन साहब चंद्रशेखरन जी को तो पद्म भूषण का अवार्ड मिला है, जो इंडस्ट्री के हाईएस्ट अवार्ड है। आपके लिए चेयरमैन साहब मैं जरूर कहूंगी, हर कामयाबी पर आपका नाम हो, आपके हर कदम पर दुनिया का सलाम हो। दुआ है मेरी हर दिन हर वक्त आपका गुलाम हो। चेयरमैन साहब, जैसे टाटा कंपनी सीआरएस का काम कर रही है, आपने भी पूरी कोशिश करी है एनर्जी बचाने के लिए, किसानों के लिए, एजुकेशन के लिए, पानी बचाने के लिए। आपको बहुत सारे आशीर्वाद मिलेंगे चेयरमैन साहब। और कंपनी का सोडा एश प्रोडक्ट बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है और नमक तो देश का नमक बन चुका है चेयरमैन साहब। फिर बैलेंस शीट मैंने देखी, मुझे समझ नहीं आता मैं इस बैलेंस शीट में कहाँ पर क्रिटिसाइज करूं। बहुत बढ़िया बैलेंस शीट बनाई है, पूछने को कुछ इसमें है ही नहीं सिवाय कॉम्प्लीमेंट देने के। अगर आपके परफॉर्मेंस ऐसा ही रहा तो बहुत जल्दी ये कंपनी टॉप ग्लोबल कंपनी बन जाएगी। चेयरमैन साहब, मेरी बोनस मांगने की आपसे इच्छा तो बहुत है। अब चेयरमैन साहब मुझे रोकिए मत, 1 मिनट और चाहिए मुझे। चेयरमैन साहब, बोनस मांगने की मेरी इच्छा तो बहुत थी, इतना अच्छा काम चल रहा है तो आप बोनस क्यों नहीं देती। पर जब मैं देखती हूँ कि दुनिया के हर कोने में काम और बढ़ रहा है, और बढ़ाइए ताकि कंपनी और ऊंचाइयों तक चली जाए और कंपनी को नेटवर्थ कंपनी की बढ़े, तो बोनस तो हमको मिल ही जाएगा फिर। और चेयरमैन साहब, मैं आपकी सराहना भी करूंगी, अपनी कंपनी सेक्रेटरी चंदन की बहुत सराहना करूंगी, जो बहुत ही अच्छे हैं कंपनी का। सच पूछो अच्छे क्या है, कंपनी का हीरा है, बहुत सालों से है इस कंपनी में। मेरा उनको आशीर्वाद है कि वो बहुत राइज करे यहाँ पर, और ऐसे कि बहुत साल से वो काम कर रहे हैं। चेयरमैन साहब, मैं आपको शुभकामनाएं देते हुए कहूंगी, खुदा आप सबको नजर से बचाए, चांद सितारों से ज्यादा सजाए। दुख क्या होता है आपको पता ना चले, खुदा इतना सुख दे आपको। मैं एम्प्लॉयज एग्जीक्यूटिव को भी सलूट देती हूँ, जो उनका भी पूरा हाथ है इस कंपनी में काम करने का। उन्हें सलूट देते हुए कहूंगी, उन सब की जय हो। और स्ट्रांगली सपोर्ट देते हुए मैं धन्यवाद देती हूँ।
राजेश चैनानी। Rajesh Chainani.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are.
Respected Chairman N. Chandraji, R. Mukundan, MD and CEO, highly distinguished Board of Directors, and my fellow shareholders. My name is Rajesh Chainani and I'm speaking from Mumbai. So first of all, congratulations for getting the highest award of Padma Bhushan. And again, congratulations, sir, for purchasing a beautiful flat. Sir, I wanted to, a small request is there, sir. We have given the bonus in 1995. I remember, sir, it was in 1995 that we were given a bonus of 5:3 something. So it's been a very, very long time, sir, and we have a very good reserves also. So if it's possible, it's my request, if it's possible, we can go for the bonus. Or the second option is, we can do like Tata Steel, where we took a stock split and we took a stock split. So maybe not in the rupee face value 1, we can always go for the face value 2. Then in future that we get the margin again for going forward. And sir, regarding the video conferencing, sir, I'm very much happy with this thing, sir, because normally the way the condition is, the weather is so much rains and all. So at least we at our comfort can join the meeting, sir. And I'm very much happy with all the excellent performance. And Secretarial Department, Rajiv Chandanji and the entire Secretarial Department, sir, they are working very hard, and sir, very polite, very friendly. Out of the way, they got in touch with us and they helped us in getting connected, sir. So I really thank the entire secretarial team also. And very small words I have to say, sir, for the AGM, for future also. I won't take much of your time, sir. That's why I'm saying, इतना मत बोलिए कि लोग चुप होने का इंतजार करें, बल्कि इतना बोलकर चुप हो जाएं कि लोग दोबारा बोलने का इंतजार करें, sir. With this, sir, I support all your resolutions. And sir, I just wanted to ask for a small thing, sir. Regarding the rally, sir, it really has to be worked on, sir. Our company should touch the top, sir. So thank you very much, sir. I support all your resolutions. Thank you, sir.
C. Mascarenas.
Hello,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Respected Chairman, good evening all. I am speaking from Mumbai, Mrs. C. Mascarenas. First, I thank the company secretary, Mr. Rajiv Chandan, and his team for sending me annual report well in time and also registering me as speaker. And the team is so good, they even rang me today as a reminder call. Very good link also. Thank you all very much. And I am not going to say more. Sir, you only beat your own record every year. Just like dividend, which was last year 100%, this year 125%. Market cap also beaten, earlier record to this record. And we have one more company in our hand, that is Tata Consumer, giving us still better return and good returns. Thank you so much. I will not ask for bonus. At the right time, you will give. I have got full faith in your management. Now my query, straightway only two. We are manufacturing soda ash, bicarb, salt, halogen products. So I would like to know in which of these our margin is quite high, in which market share is highest, and the future in which we have a great future. Now, second question is page number 75. Sale of cement stood at 4.87 lakhs MT. Who or which company we are selling this cement, whether cement or directly we are selling in the market? My third is a suggestion, sir. It is not a query. What will be our capex? How much? Why am I saying? Sir, think of accepting deposits from shareholders with the 1.5% more for senior citizens. At least we will be beneficial in these days with difficult times. So we can park because here we know our money will be safe. With this, I thank you very much. I support all the resolutions. Sir, I like the logo. Stay ahead of change and be future ready. So I know we are all getting ready for future. Now, sir, thank you very much. Mr. Mascarenas, he is number 21. He will speak.
Respected Chairman, sir, can I speak? I'm audible? Yeah.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, respected Chairman, sir, very distinguished member boards and my fellow shareholders. Good evening to you all. My name is Aloysius Mascarenas. At the outset, I thank the management, our company secretary, for sending me the balance sheet, which I received on time. It is self-explanatory, informative, transparent, and adhering to all the parameters required for a good corporate governance. Our results are very good, as shown by facts and figures, with a handsome dividend of 125% and a good market cap of rupees 810. Very good, sir. Keep it up. Sir, we have a good management. So far as CSR is concerned, very good. Good risk management. Our products are very good. I would like to know, sir, any new products are in the pipeline. And one question I wanted to ask, Rallies India is our subsidiary. There was a move of a merger, Rallies India with Tata Chemicals. What is the progress? Is it still going on or is it dropped? That is I wanted to ask. Another question, sir, about rupee dollar fluctuation. We are export oriented company. So dollar is strong. So our revenues by way of dollar payment will be good. And do we hedge our rupee dollar fluctuation? And sir, many questions have been asked by my predecessor shareholders. I like to be brief because I don't want to be repeated. So I end my speech wishing you personally, all the board members and secretary for giving such a beautiful balance sheet. So thank you once again for patient hearing. Thank you very much. God bless.
Suyash Kapoor. Suyash Kapoor.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar.
Sir, as been articulated earlier by you and also our MD about our strategic priorities, sir, currently we are having debt in our international subsidiaries, whether it's US, UK, and if I'm not wrong, for Kenya also. So what is our roadmap currently? How are we progressing ahead to reduce and deleverage, especially the US debt? And also about the debt at the Singapore level, which our MD has articulated during the con call. I think so it's about $200 million. So what steps are we taking to lower these numbers? And also I think so some refinancing is due for this year. So what kind of increase in cost in terms of the increased interest rate are we envisaging? So the margins which we have observed, which we have seen in the US operations and also for Kenya, how confident are we that these margins are sustainable, and we can also there is also the scope of increasing the same. So if some more light would be thrown on how are the US operations currently of late, the US was a big drag. Last year, US did outperform, I think so, at the fourth quarter. But still, UK, we had some issues with, I think, so the energy prices and the carbon prices also. So how is the current year looking like for also the UK operations? Sir, earlier, sir, we have always spoken about on one side we are having carrying debt at the net level, at the consolidated levels, and other side we are holding investment in our treasury operations. I'm particularly talking in terms about our investment in Titan, which is what around today also about 2,400 crores. So where are we in midst of divestment, or whether we have any other plan for it? And also, sir, last year we did invested in Tata, I think so, Industries. Tata Projects. We invested around 139 crore in Tata Projects. So would like to understand our rationale of increasing our exposure again in Tata Projects. So we did spoke about the capex which is currently being played out for at Mithapur. So what kind of capacity additions are we expecting for the end of this financial year? Since sir has told that it will culminate by FY24. So are we expecting any additional quantities to be added to the total capacity for this year? And coming to the point about, sir, firstly about the demand outlook part, sir. How are we seeing currently the soda ash industry, sir? Post I think so. Now now also we are seeing that there is a softening of the input prices. The whether it is coal, whether it is the crude prices, gas prices, everything have corrected. So where are we in midst of our realizations in the main soda ash segment? If some more color would be thrown. And also, sir, in con calls and other medium, we have spoken about the enhanced demand from solar panels. So what kind of shift in demand or the increased demand, if you could quantify, is appearing from solar panels, particularly from from India as well as from the foreign? I would conclude with only 2 points. One is about the benefits of this carbon capture utilization unit in UK. How are we going to benefit from the commencement of this unit? And lastly, yeah, I think I have summarized. Would like to hear some more categorically how are the demand scenario shaping up
Okay,
for the
I will
soda
come
ash,
back
if
to you,
that
sir.
could be
Come back to you. Thank you.
yeah, it could be done, and also the price hike which we have taken, if any,
Okay.
post post June.
Thank you, sir.
June month.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I heard you. Okay. Come
Yeah,
back.
thank you, sir.
Surendranath Kapoor.
Yeah, yes, sir. We are sitting together. So I
Okay,
was
thank you.
just that was the reason
Thank
I was just trying to summarize it so that
Thank you. Thank you.
optimum
I'll
time
come
can
back
be
to you.
taken.
Okay.
We would look for the price hike also, which we have taken for
So
this
I have
quarter.
taken all your questions. I'll come back to you. Om
Still
Prakash.
listening to you.
Om Prakash Kejriwal.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just I am connecting my video, sir. Thank you, sir. Namaskar, Chairman, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for providing me the chance to speak in AGM. Thank you, Vidhi Madam, for providing good investor service. सर आपकी वर्किंग तो काफी अच्छी है, नो डाउट. 31 रुपीज ईपीएस, डिविडेंड भी आपने 25% बढ़ा दिया है, काफी सराहनीय है. सर अपनी कंपनी का बुक वैल्यू 700 रुपया करीब है, तो बोनस तो बनता है सर. लास्ट बोनस हमने 1995 में दिया था सर, काफी टाइम निकल गया, तो इस पर जरा सीरियसली कंसीडर कीजिए. ऐसे भी टाटा ग्रुप जो है काफी जेनरस है शेयर होल्डर को रिवार्ड देने के लिए, तो ये तो बनता है सर. दूसरा स्प्लिट, सारी कंपनियां स्प्लिट हो गई सर. अभी टाटा स्टील भी आपने स्प्लिट कर दिया, मतलब वो प्रोसेस में है, तो इसका भी नंबर आना चाहिए सर, कंसीडर कीजिएगा. सर रसिया यूक्रेन वार, इसका क्या इफेक्ट पड़ा हम लोग के बिजनेस पे? ऐसे तो हम लोग ने काफी अच्छा रेवेन्यू दिखलाया है, काफी अच्छा सेल है, सॉल्ट का भी, सोडा एस का भी, थोड़ा सा बताइएगा. सर हम लोग की प्रमोटर होल्डिंग 38% लगभग है, तो इसको क्या हम लोग इनहेंस करने के मूड में है क्या, बढ़ाने के मूड में है क्या, थोड़ा बताइएगा. ईवी बैटरी, इसमें क्या प्रोग्रेस है सर? सर एक कंप्लेन है सर, मैं फिजिकल शेयर होल्डर हूं, 261 शेयर होल्ड करता हूं सर, अपने वाइफ के साथ ज्वाइंट होल्डिंग है सर. ये 2019 में मैंने डीमेट के लिए भेजा था शेयर को, लेकिन शेयर को रिजेक्ट हो गया डीमेट रिक्वेस्ट. रीजन बोला गया कि सिग्नेचर नॉट अवेलेबल. बहुत सरप्राइजिंग है सर, ये कंप्यूटर इरा में, जबकि हम लोग बात करते हैं सुपर कंप्यूटर की, और उसके बाद जो है अगर सिग्नेचर डिसअपियर हो जाता है तो बहुत तकलीफदेह चीज हो जाती है, खासकर हम लोग सीनियर सिटीजन के लिए बहुत ही हार्डशिप है. हम लास्ट 40 साल से शेयर में इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन कभी भी ऐसा प्रॉब्लम नहीं हुआ कि सिग्नेचर डिसअपियर हो गया हो. तो क्या बात है, ये कहाँ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है? और इस रिजेक्शन के कारण जो है सर, टाटा कंज्यूमर के जो शेयर मिला वो भी मेरे को फिजिकल मिल गया। तो अब मेरे को 2 कंपनी का शेयर जो है डीमेट कराना पड़ेगा, तो मेरे को डबल मार पड़ गया। तो इसको जरा देखिएगा। एक हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट जो प्रीवियस मीटिंग में भी मैंने किया था कि एक कमिटी बनाइए सर, 4-5 डेडिकेटेड एम्प्लॉय जो पर्सन लोग की, जो कि फिजिकल शेयर होल्डर को जो है, जो कि सीनियर, मोस्टली जो फिजिकल शेयर होल्डर है वो सीनियर सिटीजन हो गए सर। तो उनको कम से कम हेल्प करने के लिए, जो कि वो 30-40 साल से जो उनका हार्ड एंड मनी जो है शेयर में इन्वेस्ट है, आपकी ग्रुप कंपनी में बहुत ज्यादा इन्वेस्ट किया हुआ है, तो उनको हेल्प करने के लिए एक कोई कमिटी बनाइए जो कि हेल्प करे, उनका शेयर को जो है उनके अकाउंट में डीमेट करवा दे, जो डिविडेंड नहीं मिलता है उनको डिविडेंड दिलवा दे। क्योंकि अभी ये प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है कि 100 रुपया अगर डिविडेंड बाकी है आपका, तो शेयर जो है ट्रांसफर हो जा रहा है गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट में, जो कि काफी हार्डशिप हो जा रहा है सीनियर सिटीजन के लिए।
I have noted, sir. I'll address it.
Yeah.
Anything else, sir? Anything else?
Anything, nothing else, sir.
Thank you.
कृपया ध्यान दीजिएगा सर। थैंक यू सर।
Satish Shah?
हेलो,
Yes, Mr. Satish Shah.
मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
आ रही है।
ओके, थैंक यू सर। दिस ईयर कंपनी का परफॉर्मेंस तो अच्छा रहा, मगर हम लोग एक बाइक करें कि सर कंपनी के पास रिजर्व अच्छा है, तो बोनस के लिए क्या हमें कुछ बोनस शेयर मिलेगा सर? ओके, थैंक यू।
Anil Parekh?
Chairman sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Chairman sir, good evening. Good evening to you, Mr. Mukundanji, and other board members. First of all, there is no physical interference of us since last 3 years, and I request you and all the board members, if possible, kindly initiate physical meeting next year if everything goes well. Secondly, our company secretary, Mr. Rajiv Chandan, and all other at CS team doing excellent work as far as investor relation is concerned. And hats off to you, Rajiv Bhai, for doing good work to make happy shareholders. Under the guidance of Mr. Mukundan and Mr. Chairman, we have done exceedingly well all-round performance in Tata Chemicals. So you all should be congratulated, and you all should have been given all round of applause. Sir, this year our turnover has gone to 12,600 crores, up by 24%, including Rallies India's turnover, which is given on page 23. And our EBITDA margin has also gone up, and a record profit of 1,400 crores and dividend of 12 rupees. Sir, all-round performance. I am really delighted to see all these things in the annual report. Sir, my question is, any capital expenditure we have envisaged on America, Europe, and Africa operations this year? And sir, major buyers of our soda ash products, I would like to know. Sir, also revenue from our Tata Salt. What is the revenue of our Tata Salt total? And any plans of other variant of Tata Salt, like in Tata Consumer, we have introduced Tata Copper brand premium water. So I would like to understand from you. Sir, also I have seen in our balance sheet, our manpower productivity is only 0.36 crore. Don't you feel this is on a lower side, sir? You can correct me on that. Sir, also on page 19, we have won and obtained product and plant approvals for our fermentation prebiotics and formulations with pharmaceutical nutraceutical customers. Sir, our target to focus on new export markets and introduce new formulations. I would like to know in detail on this issue. Please give me details on that. Then I would be very much delighted. Sir, also I would like to give you congratulations for winning various awards and recognition. Thank you, sir, for a patient hearing. I support all the resolutions strongly today. And Mr. Rajiv Chandan, thank you once again for providing me all kinds of detail which I wanted. Thank you.
Arvind Vaika.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I am Arvind Vaikar, speaking to you from Ahmedabad. Sir, actually, I really want to congratulate you for for having an excellent result. I have seen 360-page balance sheet. After gone through that, I feel that almost all the figures are beautiful. But except that, what I personally feel that one thing I could not understand, and for which I will require help from you, is primarily that you see the PAT is good, PBT is also good, the EBITDA margin is also good. But why the cash from operation is less? It is actually in this year it is 1,664, whereas prior to that in financial year 21 it was 2,037 crores. So I wanted to know on that. Then second point I wanted to know, basically, Tata Group is very aggressive. Aggressive in the sense in electric vehicle. I think I heard you, day for yesterday, that Tata Motor EVs, we are planning to have 50,000 EV this year, that is the end of 23, and another 1 lakh, 1 lakh cars. Then I feel that the Tata Group as such is working in a very cohesive fashion. Like Tata Elxsi is really supporting for the software of this. Tata Power is aggressively coming and installing the charging station everywhere. I at least in the annual report I could not see. I understand very strongly from all the sources from media that Tata Chemical is coming with a very aggressive EV batteries, lithium-ion batteries, which will be indigenously manufactured or indigenously developed or indigenously sourced material. I wanted to know what is this project, where it will be located, under what entity it will be located, what is the the capital expenditure on that, what is the capacity of that, and the especially the collaboration arrangement, if any, technology transfer, if any. So this project somehow or other, I think that it is closely kept to heart, or closely it is a secret, or it is not being disclosed very openly. So I wanted to know the actual status, because I see a good potential for the lithium-ion batteries for EV, and the EV is definitely going to be the state-of-the-art technology for the green energy. Thank you so much, sir. I thank the Secretarial Department, Company Secretary, Shilpa, etc., Shilpa, Shalini. They have helped me in arranging this. Though there was a problem about the video, and I could manage to get it finally. But I think I must, by and large, I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much.
Hariram Chaudhary.
I'm opening my video. Just a minute. Let the video come. Video has not come. Now it has come. So, yes. Chairman Sri Chandrasekharanji, other directors and my dear shareholders. My name is Hariram Chaudhary. I'm speaking from Santa Cruz, Bombay. Sir, first compliments to you for getting Padma Bhushan. I'm sure that in near future, you will get Padma Vibhushan also. Now, I would like to have the attention of the CSR committee members and chairman also, because I will be speaking about the CSR. Kindly let us know who is the CSR committee member, who are the CSR committee members, and who is the chairman of the CSR committee. And kindly let us know how much amount we have spent for CSR projects, and whether this is more than 2%, and how much amount we have spent for COVID affected people. And Mr. Chairman, the presentation by the was by Mr. Mukundan was very impressive, and we were happy that this recycling waste material is recycled. That was a very good point. And the performance is very good. Turnover is better, revenue is better, and profit is better, and dividend is better. So my compliments to you for all this. And Mr. Chairman, now kindly let us know whether we have the solar panel and the water harvesting in our plant. Kindly let us know, that is the need of the hour. And now, how many shareholders are attending today's meeting? Kindly let us know about that. And one suggestion, Mr. Chairman, that we can have one mobile number also in our office. This would be good for contacting the shareholder. We can send a message also in case we don't get by landline. We cannot contact. But let our company be the first to have this. And now about one suggestion is that we have the Diwali get together, because this is not physical meeting, so this suggestion can also be considered. And minutes may be sent to me. I will pay the necessary charges, so this can also be done. I conclude by, since I'm a disciplined soldier, I will conclude by conveying my best wishes for all-round progress and prosperity of the company. Thank you very much.
Vinod Agarwal?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, respected Chairman ji, I have come a little late into the meeting as a speaker, so a lot of queries have been already raised. So I don't want to take up those same queries, and I don't want to heap a lot of praises. The praises have already been said. I just want to come to the question, sir. Sir, the silica which has been developed as a specialty product has been used only for tires, rubbers, and something into detergents. But not it has not been mentioned about the solar panels. Silica is the basic material used into solar panels. Are we not tying up with any solar panel manufacturers for the silica that we make, sir? And what I've noted is that the Mithapur soda ash plant capacity has been 88% utilized, and the Kodalore silica plant is 85% utilized. And you're mentioning about 5,000 crore capex during the year, sir. Now, what amount of this 5,000 would go to the expansion, and what would be the expansion capacities planned for Mithapur and Kodalore, sir, for this thing? And in the previous annual report, sir, the EV battery of lithium recycling was mentioned, sir. In this annual report, from page 1 to 360, I have not been able to find anywhere the lithium plant, which was supposed to come up with Modera, I think so, but it has not been mentioned anywhere. I don't understand why, sir. And in the page for the plants location, it has come in very late into the annual report. It is somewhere on page 130 in one plants locations. No, 1 second, sir. Has been mentioned on the very inside page in the corporate governance side, but not somewhere in the front pages where the plants are located. And I would request the company secretary to have the annual report printed in dark black contrast instead of the gray ink which has been printed in, which gives a strain while reading the annual report, sir. Signing off, Vinod Agarwal, I wish the company all the best, sir. Thank you.
Dinesh Bhatia?
हेलो
या
हाँ सर, मेरा आवाज सुनाई देता है? मेरा आवाज आ रहा है सर?
आ रहा है सर.
हेलो
यस, आ रहा है सर.
अच्छा सर, फर्स्ट तो मैं आपको और आपका पूरा टीम को कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन कहूँगा कि हमारा ऐसी कंडीशन होने के, कोविड की कंडीशन के बावजूद भी हमारी कंपनी ने जो सेल्स रेवेन्यू जो है अच्छा मेंटेन रखा है. डिविडेंड भी आपने जो अच्छा दिया है, लास्ट ईयर से 25% बढ़ा दिया है. लास्ट ईयर 100% था, 125% आपने जो दिया है, ये बहुत खुशी की बात है. हमें खुशी होती है कि हम ये टाटा कंपनी के ऐसी अच्छी कंपनी जो टाटा ग्रुप की जो बढ़िया कंपनी है उसके शेयर होल्डर हैं. मेरे आगे काफी शेयर होल्डर ने काफी क्वायरी सवाल जो पूछना था पूछ लिया, तो मैं रिपीट नहीं करते हुए मैं तो खाली इतना ही कहता हूँ कि बस हमारी कंपनी आगे ही बढ़े, और हमारे ये सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट की जो शेयर होल्डर के प्रति जो भावना है वो भी बहुत बढ़िया है. हमें शेयर होल्डर उनको भी, हम सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट को भी पूरा सारा को थैंक्स कहता है कि जिसने हमें यहाँ बोलने का मौका दिया. ये एक बहुत अच्छी बात है। खाली मैं एक चीज में सब काफी 4-5 जन बोल गया, उसको मैं रिपीट करता हूँ, रिफ्रेश करता हूँ कि भाई हो सके तो हमारा जो शेयर का जो भाव जो है वो आज 810 के आसपास क्लोज हुआ। जो लोएस्ट, जो हमारा साल का लोएस्ट भाव जो है वो 729 रुपीज है और हाईएस्ट हमारा 1158 था। तो अभी जो आप अगर इसको स्प्लिट करेंगे तो क्या है, खास कुछ मैं मानता हूँ कि इसमें आपको कोई बुक्स का ही एंट्री है, आपको कोई कैपिटल बढ़ने वाली नहीं है और कुछ चेंजेस नहीं होने वाला है। दूसरा हम देखते हैं कि हमारी काफी टाटा ग्रुप की कंपनी है जिसका शेयर 1 रुपये में स्प्लिट हो गया है। तो हो सके तो हमारी कंपनी का भी शेयर जो है वो आप 1 रुपया या 2 रुपये का 1 रुपी और 2 रुपी का शेयर कर दीजिए, तो एक मिनी बोनस हो जाएगा। हम लोग को ऐसा सेटिस्फेक्शन होएगा, हमारा शेयर बढ़ गया, हमारी शेयर की संख्या बढ़ गई। और आप जो स्प्लिट करने के बाद इसका लिक्विडिटी मार्केट में बढ़ेगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली उसका भाव भी गेन होएगा। तो बाकी मैं हर एक चीज में सपोर्ट देता हूँ, रिपीट नहीं करते हुए, बस यही एक चीज रिफ्रेश कराता हूँ। और आप हो सके तो नेक्स्ट मीटिंग में आपका ये डिसाइड करिए कि स्प्लिट का कुछ सोच लीजिए। ऑल द बेस्ट, थैंक यू सर।
Yusuf Rangwala.
Yeah, good. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Namaste, sir. Vanakkam, sir. Speaking from Mumbai, sir. City of Mumbai. My name is Mr. Rangwala. Sir, first I will thank for giving me, sending me a balance sheet, and also remember the balance sheet is 360 page. It's very colorful and very handsome, sir. Our secretary team has done very hard work, sir. I will come out number 74. Operating profit increased by 1.66 crores on 2022-2023. So this shows how our company is growing up. So seeing this result, sir, now I will ask for the bonus, sir, because many years passed, about 20 hours, many years passed, sir, you given a bonus. Sir, we can accept about this is 18th annual general meeting. Sir, now 3 we have stopped the physical, we are not meeting, sir. हो सके तो दिवाली में स्मॉल गेट टुगेदर रखिए सर। हो सके तो मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है, मुझे और तो कुछ नहीं कहना है, सब लोग ने इतना अच्छा, और मैं स्पेशली शिल्पा मैडम को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ। उन्होंने बहुत हार्ड वर्क किया, उनकी तरफ से पूरी टीम, जो आपकी टीम राजू सर की टीम है सर, उनके लिए सर बहुत अच्छी, सर वेरी एक्सीलेंट कंपनी से डिपार्टमेंट सर। एंड वी आर राजेश का सर जानना है, राजेश का नंबर 23 राजेश अपना फार्मर का जो हेल्प करते हैं वो भी हमको जान के सर बहुत खुशी हुई। सर टाटा केमिकल प्रोडक्ट दाल, नमक, दाल और सब प्रोडक्ट से यूज कर रहे, अपना प्रोडक्ट से स्टार बाजार में मिलता है सर टाटा का। अगर हो सके हमें डिस्काउंट कूपन भेजने का कृपा करिए। तो सर रतन टाटा आपको उनकी तबियत कैसी है सर? हमारे तरफ से तबियत अच्छी सर, और उनको सर हमारे हेल्थ के लिए हमारे तरफ नमस्ते करिए सर। उनका फोटो भी बैलेंस शीट में देख के सर मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई सर। वो फाउंडर है सर इस कंपनी के। आप टाटा केमिकल से अपना सर एक मीठापुर का अपना प्लांट है सर, बहुत साल पहले अराउंड 15 साल पहले यहाँ पे अरेंज किया था टाटा केमिकल ने सर। हो सके तो मीठापुर का अरेंज करके नेक्स्ट ईयर सर 2022-23 में मेरा हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है। बस मुझे और तो कुछ नहीं कहना है, इस चीज में धन्यवाद देता हूँ। आपकी तबियत के सर मैं अल्लाह का दुआ करता हूँ अच्छे रहे सर। आप हमें हर साल अच्छे आने वाले रिटर्न दे, और सर में आने वाले सर और इससे अच्छा सर। आज अपना रेट मार्केट में 810 है, डाउन 720 हुआ था सर। सर ये अपना बोर्ड जन ने आपको रिक्वेस्ट किया स्प्लिट के लिए सर, ये मिनी कंपनी सर आपने स्प्लिट किया है, इस कंपनी के बारे में आपका क्या विचार है सर, आपका स्प्लिट करने के बारे में सर? और तो मुझे कुछ नहीं कहना है। चंद्रशेखर सर आपसे सर धन्यवाद देता हूँ और आपको हाथ जोड़ के विनती करता हूँ, आपने मेरे को चांस दिया, मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है टाटा केमिकल की कंपनी से जुड़ने के लिए। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Humayun Purdahi.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Hello, sir. How are you? Hope you are better than the previous occasions. Your cold was there. Well, we pray for your health. Your health should be good. Then you can manage your companies very well. So now I just wanted to know a few things. We come under essential services products. That means our company was running continuously to full capacity. And solve, for example, We just want to know that was our company running to full capacity? Was our plants running to full capacity? Another thing is regarding research. Have you discovered any new products? Though we know you have maintained, you have written everything in your annual report, we know that. We would still like to know any research in new products. And one more thing, in Tata Motors, you mentioned about the supply chain of Jaguar. What about here? Did we have any problems, any challenges with respect to the supply chain, the non-availability of raw materials, imports, and then distribution? Anything you can throw light? As in Tata Motors, you mentioned you answered all our questions in detail. Another thing is, our subsidiaries are making losses. You can throw light on that also. And in the past, we had losses in Tata Chemicals. We sold at a loss. So now we are happy it has come up, though was a merger. As you know, I do not like to take more of your time. So I'm ending my speech here. Wish you all the best. Wish our MD, our entire board of directors, everyone all the best. And thanks for the secretarial team for continuously following up and making me come on the speakers forum. Thank you very much.
Nalin Shah.
Chairman, Mr. Shah has opened the meeting.
Hiranand Kotwani.
Yes, sir. I am audible.
You're audible.
Yeah, it's a great pleasure to join you again. Namaste to all. Coming to the point, sir, this time so many questions are there. Kindly bear with me. So I want to comment on a mitigation plan. Yeah, movement of raw material and others. I want to comment to the import of the raw material, safety in a chemical movement, and the royalty. I want to comment, say that the royalty, so many FMC company who invested from Europe and they invested in India, they take royalty. I am of opinion that we invested in subsidiary in USA and UK. Are we eligible for the royalty? What is your investment plan in the USA and the UK? How many investment will do? You have to comment on your debt, borrowing also, 4,000 crore borrowing. And if people are asking bonus, I fail to understand. Growth is a long way to go. Your balance sheet say
Hello? Hello, Mr. Kotwani. We lost him. Pritam Dang.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see me also?
Once you speak, you will be visible. Yeah, you can see you.
Okay, great. So, good evening, Chairman, Board of Directors, my co-shareholders. It's been a long wait. You have been allowing shareholders to interact with you. Having gone through 30 previous shareholders, all my queries have already been answered. So, but couple of observations which I may like to share with you, which you, if you can allow me, I will go ahead and read them. Hello.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Yeah. The first observation is basically, you see, this has again been the year under review has been a very landmark year for our company, and we have landed up with say earning per share close to 50 rupees. The consolidated figures which I'm referring to, but the dividend payout has been very low at just 12 rupees 50 paisa. So my request and humble submission to you is, because we have been long associated, long, maybe more than 2-3 decades with the company, and this is the time when the company has deep profits to share with the say shareholders. So request you to please kindly distribute 50% of your earnings year on year now going forward. So that's one humble suggestion which if you can incorporate, it will help not only me but several other large amount of shareholders who have been long associated with the company. And now is the time when we can reap the benefits of having stayed long together with the company. The second observation is that we have large holdings in our group companies. But I don't find the holding in Tata Consultancy Services, TCS. My observation may not be correct. If I'm wrong, excuse me. But if we don't have stocks of Tata Consultancy Services, we must have. It's a large dividend-paying company. Our investment will be well rewarded with the having invested in this group company share. So yeah, so these are two small observations which I thought I may like to share with you. As far as the corporate governance is concerned, I'm very happy with that. I'm sure the finance head and the secretarial head, they are putting in a lot of efforts to make sure that corporate governance of our company remains to the best. And thank you for allowing me to connect on this call and patiently listening to me. Thank you once again. Bye-bye.
Shailesh Mahadevia.
Respected Chairman, distinguished directors and members of the company. Sir, I am extremely thrilled that I am being heard by such a distinguished board of directors with some of the points which I wish to make. Sir, I appreciate the integrated report which is being prepared for the last 5 years. Every year it is improving. And today, this year, you have also included BR and SR report voluntarily. Sir, I appreciate all this. One more thing, sir, I would like to note that you are holding 1 lakh shares in our company. That reinforces our interest in our company. And sir, I would like to appreciate the work being done by the secretarial department for giving me this opportunity. Sir, I now wish to put some questions. I will not repeat any one of them at all. Sir, my first question is the EVA of our company and the rate of interest at which it has been arrived at. Sir, my second question is regarding the CSR work which is being done. Particularly, I appreciate that we are concentrating in marine and ocean area, which is a neglected part of the country. However, sir, my question is that what is the impact of our CSR work in our company? We have spent 0.18 crore of rupees for the impact study. So may we know the number? Sir, then, sir, we have a number of plants, manufacturing plants. Sir, are we having captive power plants in all of them? And to what extent we are using renewable energy in these plants? Sir, my next question is regarding the patents. We are having a number of patents. May I know their product patent or their process patent? Sir, my next question is regarding the business responsibility and sustainability report. It covers standalone activities. Sir, that is only half the story of our company. Sir, may I suggest that from next year, we may prepare this report for the entire company. And sir, my one more suggestion is that we have given abbreviations towards the end of the report. Sir, my suggestion is that we may also include glossary of various technical words which are being used. Sir, as you are aware, TCS was one of the first to give glossary as well as abbreviations, and which we very much appreciate. And sir, lastly, the outgo in our foreign exchange during the year has been 1121 crore as against 460 crore last year. Sir, may I know whether we have imported any major plant or so during this particular period? And sir, lastly, we are talking about green chemistry and which is being implemented in our number of plants. Sir, may I know whether we are trying to implement green chemistry in all our plants? Sir, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to give my views. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. With that, we have completed hearing from all the speaker shareholders, 36 of them. Now let me give my responses. Mr. Arun Kumar, thank you for your comments. And you asked about the EV ecosystem role. The many companies are playing a role in the Tata Motors EV ecosystem. Not only Tata Auto Components and Tata Power, TCS, Tata Elxsi, Tata Technologies, and Tata Chemicals. Tata Chemicals has been providing a lot of know-how in terms of batteries, battery technology, and other chemical related areas. Long term, what will be the role? We cannot say. We are basically trying to leverage all the group companies wherever it is relevant. In some situations, it may result in a significant role for a company. In some situations, it may not result in a significant role. But the point is, we try to synergize and then see if we can identify growth opportunities for all companies, at the same time help each other out. On lithium supply, I think this is an area which Tata Chemicals is looking at it. See, there are many people asked question about batteries, whether Tata Chemical has got a battery plant, and currently there is no battery plant by Tata Chemicals, and it has also not been decided whether Tata Chemicals will get into manufacture of batteries. Tata Chemicals has got a lot of knowledge in the chemistry, and we are trying to figure out what role it will play and what should be the focus area for Tata Chemicals, because there are many related questions that was asked about the expansion. Currently, there is a significant focus in Tata Chemicals to expand its businesses. For example, we have an overall capacity of 4 million tons in soda ash. We are going to double that almost to 7 to 8 million tons over the next few years. There's a significant amount of capex that is being committed. In Mithapur, we are trying to triple the capacity in Gujarat at least. Then we are also looking at expanding the capacity in the US, and also we're looking at other regions in India where there can be an expansion. We're increasing the salt capacity. We are trying to increase our capacity in silica and bicarb, and all these products we are trying to significantly increase the capacity. And people also asked about the capex. The overall capex that has been committed for all the expansion plans is about 5,000 crores, of which about 1,000 crores goes to salt, and about 3,500 crores will be spent towards soda ash and bicarb, and the remaining 500 crores towards a number of other chemicals. We need to get to a critical mass in some of these areas, and after that we will scale them further. People also asked about the expansion capex in international markets. We are not spending growth capex in these markets, mostly sustenance capex. Between US and UK, we have allocated about 300 crores of sustenance capex. So that should give you an idea of where the company is expanding. And then many people asked about split, bonus, etc. I take those comments on board, and the board will deliberate all these things at the appropriate time. Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta you mentioned in this AGM and also in other AGMs about expansion in Calcutta and in the eastern region. We take notice of that. And as I mentioned, some of the group companies are looking at expanding in northeast region. Our women employment, you mentioned that it is 7%, it is low. I agree with you, it is low. We will find ways and means by which this number goes up, and that's an area that we need to work on. And you asked about the impact of Ukraine and Russia. There is no impact on the company. If at all, it will only increase the demand from the company's point of view. On the single-use plastic, I think the company is well aware of sustainability, and it is very much in line with not only compliance but aggressively leading the sustainability movement. Lekasha, you asked about what is our market share of soda ash. Our market share in soda ash globally is about 7%, and in the US and Kenya markets is roughly 25%, and in the UK it's about 50%. And Ms. Patel, you asked about why have we invested in IHCL and Tata projects. See, the company has certain holding in some of the group company shares. Tata Chemicals owns certain shares in Titan, certain shares in IHCL, certain shares in Tata projects. When these companies came up with rights issue, it just subscribed to its portion to maintain its shareholding. International subsidiary, I've already told you. I think the US business is doing well thanks to the good soda ash pricing. Currently, the US business as well as the Kenyan business is doing well. We still have a lot of stress in the UK business. People also asked about how will we reduce the debt. Our plan is to reduce the debt related to the international businesses from the cash flows that these businesses are generating, especially the US and Kenya cash flows are quite good for us to be able to not only pay the interest but also to systematically reduce the debt from these debts in these subsidiaries. And in UK, we have an issue which we need to find a solution. I think we should spend on CSR on the social aspect. The company believes that while the 2% is a government imposed limit, but as a Tata Group company, we are committed to social welfare. And if the right projects come and if the company can afford to spend money, and we will spend more than 2%, and I don't think that is a bad thing. That's a responsible behavior, so we will support that. The phosphate subsidy has substantially reduced from 1,600 crores to almost less than 150 crores. Gautam Tiwari, thank you for your comments. Santosh Kumar Saraf, I already answered your question with regard to lithium batteries. You asked about detergents. Tata Chemicals will stay with B2B business, and in the chemistry area, it will not get into consumer business. Any consumer business will be a call that will be taken in the Tata Consumer Products Company. Prakashini Shenoy, I already shared the soda ash market share. And the digital future, the company, like every other Tata company, is running a digitalization program, and we will leverage all the technologies. We have work to do, but we will continue to be a digital ready future company. Adil Irani, your comments are taken, and you asked about merger of Rallis and Tata Chemicals, some others also. I would just state that there is no plan. A company has not even considered such a proposal at this point. Mangalbhai Patel, your comments are totally taken about the disclosure, and I've already spoken to the company secretary on the sidelines, and we will see how we can improve that particular section. Bimal Kumar Agarwal, I've already shared the capex plan and lithium and other details that you had asked for. Ashish Shankar Bansal, I already spoken to the company secretary. He will reply to your email. Mr. Vora, our capacity utilization for soda ash is quite high, almost 90% plus, and our salt is 100%. Salt is 100%. And some of the other new products are in the 65 to 70% range. Kirit Shah, the debt is all related to international business. And as I already said, these debts will be brought down over the next few years from the cash flow that is being generated by these businesses. We are not using the cash that is generated by the Indian business to pay down this debt. Indian business cash generation is being used for expanding further businesses in India and entering new business. The goodwill is happened at the time of our international acquisitions. The other equity is significantly increased primarily due to the mark to market of the share price of companies like Titan, whose share the company owns. The other income also is in the P&L is also because of the shareholding of some of the stocks and the forex hedges in the OCI, and that mark to market valuation is reflecting in the other income. Otherwise, the profit outlook is, you asked about the outlook is quite strong. Smita Shah and Bharat Shah, thank you for your comments. Mahesh Kumar Bubna, I made a large number of points. We have taken notice of those points. Tamal Majumdar was not here. Ashala Tameshwari, thank you. Rajesh Chainani, I already answered your questions. Maskaranes, I already answered your questions. Suyash Kapoor, I answered the question regarding debt deleveraging, but that is true for all the international debt. Our margins are quite good in the US and Kenya. Our margins are not good in the UK. UK business is quite stressful, and we need to address that. We have no plans to divest our holding in Titan or Tata Projects at this time. Demand outlook for soda ash is strong. That is why we are increasing our capacity, rather trying to double the capacity, close to double the capacity. Carbon capture, what is the benefit? Because it will help us against the carbon tax. Om Prakash Kejriwal, I've noted all your comments, especially with regard to your comment on dematerialization. I will request the company secretary here and in Tata Sons to see what can be done. Satisha, thank you for your comments. Anil Parekh, thank you for your comments. You asked a question about what is the revenue from Tata Salts. It's about 1100 crores. And buyer of soda ash is several multinational companies who are glass companies or FMCG companies. There are many multinational companies. And we are primarily focusing on scaling up the current categories and also a few new formulations. Arvind Vaikar, the cash flow, why is it less this year? You asked. It's primarily because of a higher increase in working capital this year, and I think we are addressing this going forward. Hopefully, it'll get corrected. Hariram Chaudhary, the CSR committee chairman is Mr. S. Padmanabhan. You asked about the total, how much we spend. We definitely spend more than 2%. And of the overall spend, we 15% of the total money was spent in COVID-related activities. And your comment on mobile number has been taken note of. I'll share it with the company secretary. Vinod Agarwal, the silica that we produce is primarily used in glass and other areas, definitely not in solar panel. Dinesh Bhatia, thank you for your comments. Yusuf Rangwala, thank you for comment. I will definitely pass on your inquiries about Mr. R.N. Tata. Humayun Pordehi, our plants work to full capacity, especially salt work to full capacity, and soda ash and other plants are working to the maximum capacity that is possible at any point in time. Hiranand Kotwani, see, these companies are 100% owned by us, so the question of royalty doesn't arise because any cash that can be dividend out can be dividend out. Preetham Kaur, thank you for your comments, and your suggestions are taken note of. Mr. Shailesh Madhya, you made a large number of comments, sir. I appreciate your comments. I will ask the CFO to share with you our EVA and the interest rate at which it's being calculated. And the impact of CSR, we impact about 2.4 million people. And we have a captive power plant in Mitapur, and it is coal-based, gas-based. It is not, it's coal-based. And we are working with, the company is working with Tata Power to see whether it can be converted to renewable energy. The patents that we have, I will ask them to share with you the classification between the product and process patents. Your suggestion regarding the glossary is noted, and I will request the company to add it in the next year's annual report. With that, we have concluded the engagement with the speaker shareholders. Now authorize Mr. Rajiv Chandan, General Counsel and Company Secretary, to conduct the voting procedure and conclude the meeting. I also would like to authorize him to accept, acknowledge, and countersign the scrutinizer's report and declare the consolidated voting results on receipt of the scrutinizer's report. The e-voting facility will remain open for another 15 minutes. The results would be announced within the stipulated time frame, and the same would be intimated to the stock exchanges and uploaded on the website of the company and that of NSDL. I once again thank all the shareholders who attended today's meeting and for your continued support. I also take the opportunity to thank the directors who have joined the meeting remotely. And with your consent, I, the board members and the management would like to leave the meeting and wish you all a safe and healthy times ahead, and I look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you.
The e-voting has been kept open for 15 minutes as mentioned by the chairman. We now close the e-voting. The requisite quorum was present throughout the meeting. Voting result of the annual general meeting will be announced by the company within the stipulated time frame. With this, I declare the meeting as concluded. Thank you all for attending this meeting. Thank you.